I have a gym membership, and that's where I take my shower. I like to work out. I'm kind of a gym rat. I'm there every day anyway. This is where I deposit my urine.
What?
In an effort to save money, I started peeing in a jar. Just coincidentally happens to.
We've started down this path.
It can't be stopped.
We're going to see the most insane money-saving tips. Let's go.
Quite pungent. And the longer it sits, the stronger it gets. I had read online that you can put your urine into your compost pile. And I thought, wow, I can pee in a jar, build my compost, and not have to flush my toilet.
Is this even true? Urine can be composted. It is very high in nitrogen, so it counts as green in the compost. You shouldn't be adding it to already high nitrogen-rich materials like food scraps. Isn't that what everybody puts in their compost, is their food scraps? Vegan Organic Network. It's all making sense to me now.
My water bill went from $30 a month to $20 a month. So there's $10 right there. So I pee in a bottle, but don't get me wrong. I poop like everybody else, and I put that in the toilet.
Prove it.
And so I flush probably one or two times a day.
I'm not hearing that.
The appliances are all
those are sweet.
1961.
Love that knob.
So this is my kitchen. This is the original 1961 oven.
Aren't these going to be super expensive on energy? They're not very efficient. If she replaced them all, she'd probably save that money within 2 years.
And so I use this to cook my eggs pretty much every day. So I use my stove pretty regularly. All the burners work. It's kind of hideous looking.
This is the worst design ever. So you've got like a pot of boiling water. Let's say you're like cooking for Thanksgiving. You got to reach all the way to the back end of the stove and down. It's not even like at the top to turn them on or off.
Everything here works. Well,
look at that. Her arm's like way over
maybe
that.
This cheap side of me has like really blossomed because every minute of every day has something to do with how I can make a better decision financially. It's a little bit of an obsession. As you can see, I have a very nice television, but I don't plug it in. I keep everything unplugged unless I'm using something. I put my freezer on this timer mechanism on for 12 hours, off for 12 hours. I'm saving 50% on my electric bill. I think some people are a little squeamish about it. Well, what about the meat? It might like get a little thaw in the freeze. I've never seen it happen.
Once again, I am asking for your help.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that. And if you like this video, why don't you go ahead and leave it a like. Really appreciate it.
How do I save money on syringes is I have friends that are diabetic and they take insulin. I get friends to give them to me after they're finished. And then, of course, I sterilize them with rubbing alcohol. And you can safely use this up to 4 times.
If you can use it 4 times, why not 5 or 6?
Nothing surprises me anymore. I can come home and I can see something here and I said, well, it's Karen, you know.
This paper is for when I perform medical procedures on myself. I just roll it out. It's sterile. It's the exact same medical.
What medical procedures is she talking about? Is she talking stitches? Or are we talking removing a pancreas?
Paper you would find at a doctor's office.
A first aid kit for the home can cost up to $215, then has to be continued.
1836 on Amazon. Guys, we're winning the war on inflation.
Can cost up to $215, then has to be continually replenished.
What a scam.
Take the pickle, place the pickle on your skin, tape it down. Leave it on for 20 minutes, and you're good to go.
Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle. What do you think about that?
I do not like pickles. I don't like to eat them. I don't want them rubbed on me. I don't want...
Who is this kid? This awesome kid walking outside. Hey, you got an opinion on pickles?
I don't want pickles on me.
Pickles are great for bug bites. The vinegar in the pickle takes away the sting from the bug bite, and it reduces the swelling. I don't have to buy any creams because this works like magic. A jar of pickles...
Okay, if it works, then it works like medicine. I don't think this is crazy.
Will run $1.49 at the store. As long as you place the pickle back into the jar and it's got access to vinegar, you can reuse this over and
Just eat it.
over and over.
CPAP.
This is a CPAP
Shocker.
machine that opens up your airways so you can breathe. This helps me sleep at night because I have sleep apnea. I bought this machine at a yard sale and paid $15.
Hell yeah,
Nick.
girl. Okay, so knew these are going to cost thousands of dollars, and you can't find them used online anywhere. eBay prohibits it. All the main like shopping, like I guess if you find some random website that doesn't really care about the regulations and laws, you could maybe find one. But yeah, that's great. She found that at a yard sale. It's such a scam, these companies.
It was $2,500. This is the mask.
2,500. Yeah.
A person is recommended to change a mask every 6 months. This is my original mask.
That's actually not bad. I would have expected them to recommend changing it every 30 seconds. No, I mean every month. But yeah, 6 months, that's not bad. I mean, they recommend you to replace your razor blade after every use.
This is sticky because I've had this mask since 2007, and the gel is actually leaking. A new mask can cost anywhere between $150 and $250.
Oh yeah, and since this is America, I can guarantee that they have proprietary connectors on every type of machine has its own proprietary connector. So you can't just buy a generic version of a mask. Let's look it up. Some devices, like the ResMed Air Mini, have proprietary connections. Heated hoses also have often unique fittings to accommodate the heating coil. Oh yeah, that's why they have unique fittings, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just like the razor blades. It's like every time Gillette comes out with a new razor blade, for some reason, it has a different type of connector.
Now that it's taped, it's good to go.
Luke, your mother.
I've saved over $3,000.
Well, right now I've got some clothes
Those are
in
cool.
Ziploc bags. I don't have to put them in the
Thank you.
washing machine. It actually kills the bacteria by having them in here. That way I save on laundry detergent, I save on time, I don't have to use electricity to run my washing machine. I've had clothes since high school. Can you believe that? Okay, this is a pair of jeans. Okay, this pair here, I bought these 15 years ago. Look at that.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well.
What the heck is that?
Like brand new.
I love how we're pretending that somehow putting them in the freezer like keeps them fresh, as if they're some kind of meat or perishable good. You haven't worn them a lot, and you clearly don't work construction.
Yeah, it's like I just bought them.
The average refrigerator uses around 350 kilowatts of electricity per year. By tightly packing his fridge with clothes, cookware, and canned goods, Todd cuts his energy use by nearly 10%.
The refrigerator doesn't cycle on as much and it doesn't produce or consume as much electricity. Just pack up your fridge with anything you can find. I don't care. I don't care that some people might think that some of my habits are over the top now. I mean, I got clothes in my refrigerator, for God's sake. I mean, that's pretty cheap.
That's one of the things about Todd is he doesn't care about comfort. He cares about saving money.
Okay, that timing was... He doesn't care about comfort. He cares about saving money. Next shot, he's opening up a hot tub. Okay. So you guys know, running a hot tub is $100 in electricity, $50 to $100 in electricity, depending on how old the hot tub is. That's new hot tubs, $50 to $100 plus $50 a month in bromine or chlorine. Yeah, this is not somebody who's a cheapskate.
there's no need for me to use the washing machine because it just costs too much money. I could just reuse the water right here. There's a lot of wear and tear on your...
You're going to put wear and tear. You're going to get the chemicals on your clothes. They're going to be completely faded. He does not wash his clothes this way.
Clothes in the washing machine. I'm able to wash my clothes in here. My clothes last for years.
From a real estate standpoint, hot tubs are considered personal property and do not affect the resale value of a home.
I just put a little bit of soup in my plastic container, and you'd be surprised at how quickly it heats up. I think people probably use their microwave every day, and that adds up to almost $40 a month.
Okay, so I don't know if he knows how the conservation of energy works or how energy works in general, but if you heat up that soup, the water has to be reheated by the hot tub. And I'll tell you, a hot tub is not the most efficient way to heat water up. They're electrical.
It's almost ready. Because my hot tub's not going to add any value to the house, I decided to use it for multi-purposes, for everything that I can think of. It costs about $15 a month to take a 10-minute shower every day. And then
Why is he not wearing a swimsuit? Why is this blurred out? So he gets in here naked, and then he's got his neighbor's windows right here. And this is all open.
Shower every day. And that adds up. By using my hot tub, I would say I'm saving about $30 to $40 a month. That way I don't have to use my appliances. I could turn off the hot water heater. This hot tub, I mean, this thing is a money saver. I mean, this is like a cash cow for me.
Okay, so no, you cannot wash in a hot tub. It'll fill up with grime, and no, you need to bathe before getting in a hot tub. You'll have to change the chemicals out. You'll have to drain the water out and reheat the water if that's cold if you use it as if it's a bath.
This is like a cash cow for me. I think it's a stroke of genius myself.
When I get gas, I only get a gallon at a time. 1 gallon of gas, 1 gallon a day, saves me money, restricts where I go. I'm hardcore about our bills that we have.
Okay, every time you have to go to the gas station and fill up, you're wasting energy.
Pay and making them as little to nothing as possible. This is my toilet where I save money on water. Best way to save money is water displacement. Putting a brick in the back of it's going to make the water level go up a little bit, and it's not going to use as much water. Since I've been putting bricks in, I've noticed a huge change in our water bill. We use 350 less gallons a month.
Okay, in principle, this seems like this would actually work. Maybe not 2 bricks, but you could probably throw one in and not affect it too much.
I still keep the pool because I got 3 kids and we don't go on a lot of expensive vacations. So I figure, that's kind of like a vacation. Just go out and get in the pool. We've tried to figure out every way possible to save money on running and keeping up this pool. One way to save money on this pool is to reduce the size of the pool. Just like putting a brick in a toilet. I save money. I recycle my plastic containers and I fill them up with sand.
Hey, I'll take that. Yes, let me go.
Okay, let's think about this. And you tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm assuming the water has to be heated to a certain temperature, correct? If you have stuff in the water, that is going to create, that's going to have to be warmed up as well because it's in the water is surrounding it. So I'm not exactly sure how this saves her money, except for there's less water that needs to be filtered. What am I missing? Let me know. Am I missing something in the comments? I wouldn't think that this necessarily would save you that much money.
I like to jump off those freaking bales. I love them. When I get all those drugs out, I'm gonna go in the middle of them like a freaking fish. This is the only pool in town which has barrels and bought containers of sand in it. The other people use.
One of those are going to get opened up and it's going to get into the filter and it's going to ruin any plan you had of saving money.
I've been cheap since I was probably a little kid. My dad had a small business, and he had to find ways to get through a lot of hard times, and he showed me how to think outside the box. Went through some hard times, and it influenced me as a child growing up to deal with how to be a problem solver. We grew up with that idea of just make it work. I'm doing my laundry in the pool because the chemicals that are in the pool are similar to the ones that are found in laundry detergent. Running the washing machine costs money.
Washing clothes in the pool is weird. It makes me feel like I'm in 1912. It feels like, oh my gosh, one's Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, man. Everybody had a pool in their backyard in 1912.
I'm gonna come along and invent the electricity and all that.
These kids are cute.
Good. Can I get a few of those extra packets of ketchup?
Sure. How many you want?
As many as you could spare.
All right, let's see.
One.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good one.
And refill the bottles that I have at home. It's a very simple procedure, not even time consuming. Learned that.
I don't understand the step that you're taking here. When you're ready to use ketchup on something, just get the packets out and put the packets in. Like this whole process of moving it into one jar, first of all, it's going to spoil quicker. I don't know how fast ketchup spoils, but just leave it in the packet, throw it in the fridge, and use it when you need it.
At a young age to cut corners.
Roy gets ketchup packets from different places, and he refills his ketchup bottle. A lot of people might think that's weird, but you know, after all these years, it's just normal to me.
I save probably $70 or $80 a year just on ketchup alone. Most people consider the paper.
Yeah, look at this counter here. There's no straight edge. It's all wavy. That does not match the stove though.
Towels are disposable. I reuse them. Spruce it up, bring it a little back to life. Voila. I could reuse these paper towels 3 to 5 times.
Roy estimates that over the last 10 years, he saved nearly $2,000 just by reusing paper towels. But he also knows how to squeeze savings out of his toiletries.
If the blades, which are kind of flimsy on these disposable.
You can actually put these in baby oil. Just have a cup of baby oil and set it in there. It'll keep it from rusting.
If they get dull, I sharpen them on the striking part of a book of matches, give them a whole new life. When you can't squeeze any more out, and it appears to be empty, that's the end, and they just toss it away. Wrong. Cut your tube. And there's a week's worth still left in there. I buy cheap 2-ply toilet paper, and I get 2 rolls out of 1. I get twice as much as anybody else does for the same price.
I do not enjoy 2-ply toilet paper being separated. I just kind of refold it so that it's a little thicker.
Toilet paper is a lot like life in general. The closer you get to the end, the faster it seems to go. I had a nice shirt that was my favorite shirt. It fit me well and I really liked it. I had bought it new. It was off a clearance rack at a store. I paid $8 for it. And after wearing it for about a year or so, it got an ink stain from a pen in the pocket. So I went to the dry cleaner. They told me it would be about $12. So naturally, that didn't sit right with me. I donated it to the thrift store. I went back 2 days later. They had taken the stain out completely, and I purchased it for $1.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is way cheaper than taking it to the cleaner. All right, everybody, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm Jake Day. I will see you guys in the next video.